Okay. Okay. Now, working rule in solving our second order inhomogeneous question, we were able to look into when f of x is a constant in our last video, and here we'll be looking at when it is a polynomial. Okay. Now, if look at the definition, if f of x is ax raised to power b, that's a form of what, polynomial, then the yp, in terms of constant, when f of x is a constant 4, we said yp is equal to k to be representing the what, constant. But now, if it is in form of polynomial, starting from power p raised to power p, then my yp raised to power b, then my yp will be the polynomial, a constant x raised to power b plus constant x raised to power b minus 1 until you get to what, x raised to power 1. What I'm trying to say is, if f of x is x raised to power 4, then yp will be represented with what? Constant x raised to power 4 plus constant x raised to power 3 plus constant x raised to power 2 plus constant x raised to power 1 till constant x raised to power 0. So if I give you x raised to power 7, then it means yp will be what? A constant x raised to power 7, constant x raised to power 6, until you get to what? To x raised to power 0. Are you with me? Okay. Now, the constant is not the same letter. We can use any letter to represent it. We can use A1, A2, A3. We can use A, B, C, D to represent our constant. Okay. So that's what, how to represent, to get our particular solution for polynomial. But there's now a condition. The condition says that if the auxiliary equation has m to be equal to 0, for our auxiliary equation can either be in form of a exponential anything mx plus b exponential mx, m1, m2, share again. Now, if one of the m is 0, then this part is out. Then it will be left with ordinary constant. So just to avoid having a constant in it, there's no way you can avoid it because m is equal to 0. But since your auxiliary equation is having 0, then your polynomial will multiply, your yp will be multiplied with what? X, if one of the roots of your auxiliary equation is equal to 0. But if it is not equal to 0, you don't need to multiply with what? With x. Are you with me? Okay. Now let's consider the example below. The example says that solve. This is second order differential equation. With the help of this, we're able to figure out that it is second order. And then with the help of this part, we're able to figure out that it is what? It is inhomogeneous because f of x is not equal to 0. Therefore, our general solution will be y is equal to yc plus yp. Okay? So let's start by expressing the question in form of d operator. Now, putting it to d operator, that will be 2d squared minus 11d plus 12y is equal to 3x minus 2. Now, let's try to look for the yc by taking the question to what? Auxiliary equation. The question to auxiliary equation will give us 2m squared minus 11m plus 12 equal to 0. That's quadratic equation. And when you solve this quadratic equation, we have m1 to be 3 over 2 and then m2 to be equal to 4. You can solve quadratic equation. And since those are the roots, then I can go into conclusion by saying yc is equal to a exponential 3 over 2x plus b exponential 4x. That's my what? Yc. Now we have to consider yp now, okay? We've gotten our yc. Now let's look into yp. Since f of x is 3x plus 2, okay? Then yp will be what? Ax plus b. I'm taking my small letter a, small letter b to be my what? Constant, because I've made use of capital letter a, capital letter b as my constant there. Shall you get? Okay. Then if this is yp, then my d operator, the d operator is the same thing as 2d squared minus 11d plus 12yp to be equal to 3x minus 2. Okay, and then which is the same thing as 2d squared minus 11d plus 12. What is yp? That's ax plus b is equal to 3x minus 2. Okay, now at this point, what is the meaning of this? What is there is the same thing as let me change the pen. That's 2d squared into bracket ax plus b minus 11d into bracket ax plus b plus 12 into bracket ax plus b is equal to 3x minus 2. So this d squared means I'm differentiating twice. If I differentiate b twice, I have 0. If I differentiate ax the first time, I have a. If I differentiate a the second time, I have 0. So it means the second derivative of what is there is what is 0. Multiply it with these two. This part give me what is 0. If I differentiate b once, I have 0. If I differentiate ax once, I have to what? A. It means what is there, if you differentiate it, it gives us a. Minus 11 times a, then this part is the same thing as minus 11a plus 12ax plus 12b, that's by opening the bracket, is equal to 3x minus 2. So I can write it together by saying it is minus 11a plus 12ax plus 12b is equal to 3x minus 2. By comparison, the constant, this is constant, this is constant, this is constant. So I can say minus 11a plus 12b is equal to minus 2, equation 1. And then this is having x in it, this is having x in it. 12ax is equal to 3x. We all know this x, eliminate this x. Therefore, a is equal to 3 over 12, which is 1 over 4. And since a is equal to 1 over 4, I can put it in equation 1. Put a equals to 1 over 4 in equation 1. That will give us minus 11 into bracket 1 over 4 plus 12b is equal to minus 2. Is that clear? Is equal to minus 2. And then if that is equal to minus 2, multiply, let's multiply through by 4. If I multiply through by 4, I have to be minus 11 plus 48b is equal to minus 8. 48b is equal to minus 8 plus 11. That's, let me waste my board. I have to be 48b is equal to 3. B is equal to 3 over 48. B is equal to 1 over 16. Therefore, my yp, we all know yp is ax plus b, right? What is a? A is 1 over 4. What is b? B is 1 over 16. Therefore, yp is equal to 1 over 4x plus 1 over 16. Now, let's go back to our general solution. My general solution is y is equal to yc plus yp, right? Therefore, final answer is y is equal to yc. What is my yc? Let's go back. Let's go and check our yc. This is my yc here. Okay, so that's the same thing as a exponential 2 over 3x plus b exponential 4x, that's for yc, plus yp. What is my yp? 1 over 4x plus 1 over 16. Final answer. So that's how we solve inhomogeneous question when f of x is a polynomial. Okay, and I'm using yp to be ax plus b because the f of x is 3x plus 3x plus 4, I think. Yeah, because of the way, that's 3x minus 2 rather, because of the way it is. Assuming you are giving your f of x to be 2x cubed plus 4x minus 5, It means my yp will be what? Ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. I've explained that from the definition part, so don't forget. So this is how we solve our what? This is how we solve our second order inhomogeneous when f of x is a what? A polynomial. So in our next video, we'll be considering when f of x is a what? Is a polynomial, is an exponential function. Thank you.